23rd of January, Rabbi Moore, Parsha Hashavua, with Rashi.
Yeah. I remember we got cut off right at the end. I didn't realize we were running out of time. No process early on.
I guess 16 then, if that was the Rashi we were doing.
We were up to Pasuk. Yeah. Yeah, we made a calculation. It was 117 years of Shibud, meaning there were 210 years in Egypt, of which the first 93, there was no servitude because that's as long as one of the brothers was still alive, the Egyptians didn't impose any servitude on the Jewish people. So that was, Levi died 93 years after they came down to Egypt, because he was 46 when they came down. 44. Wait a second. Made a calculation. It was 40. He was 46 when they went down to Egypt, correct. Mm-hmm. And they lived when Yaakov was 130. Okay? So there were 93 years in Egypt when... one second. The husband, right. No, it was 44. It was 40, must have been 44 when they came down to Egypt. Yeah, 44, and they lived there 93 years. It makes 100. When he died, it was 137. That's what Rashi pointed out, that Levi was the last of the brothers to pass away. Okay, let's see Pasuk 18.
Okay,
okay, Lou, do you want to read Pasuk Yud Ches?
Okay.
Yeah.
Uvenei Kohas, Kehas, Ram, Yitzhar, V'chev Ron, V'uziel, Ushnei Chaye, Kehas, Shalosh, Ushloshim, Umaas Shana. Let's see, the sons of Kohath, Amram and Yitzhar and Chevron and Uziel, and the years of the life of Kohath, 300 and 30 years. 333 years.
133 years.
I'm sorry, 133 years. So Rashi says, Ushnei Chayai Amram V'Gomer. I'm sorry, Ushnei Chayai Kahath.
Yeah.
And then it's Ushnei Chayai Amram V'Gomer.
Yeah.
And there's the three dots in the middle of that
Right,
between.
because it's in Pasuk 19, Pasuk 20.
Goes from
It says,
8
"Oh,
to
Amnon
20.
lived." Okay,
So me cheshbon zeh, from this calculation, anu le meidim al moshav b'nei Yisrael arba meos shana. We learn about the 400-year sojourn of the children of Israel. She'amar hakasuv, that it says in the pasuk, shalo be'eretz Mitzrayim levada hayu, that they were.
right. Yeah, the 400 years mentioned in the Brisbane Absarim, okay, was not entire. Those 400 years were not all in Egypt. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah? You hear me?
Continue reading now. Hello?
Yeah, please. Yes, please continue reading.
They were not only in Egypt, Ella miyom she golad
No lad. No lad.
Yitzchak, but rather from the day of the birth of Isaac, Shaharei kahas miyor day Mitzrayim haya, that we see that Kohath was among those who went down to Egypt.
Right.
Chashuv kol she nosav. Add all his years.
Hashov means calculate all his years. Yeah.
Ushenos Amram, and the years of Amram. Ushenosim shel Moshe.
Shmonim.
Oshmonim shel Moshe. And the 80 of Moshe.
Moshe, right?
Simtzaim arba meos shana. You will not find them to be 400 years. V'harbe shanim niv laim la banim bishnei ha'avos, and many of the years of the sons overlap the years of the fathers.
Right.
So what's Rashi saying? He's saying they don't add up?
Right. So therefore Rashi says that Akachach, they were not 400 years in Egypt. There were less years in Egypt. In fact, Chazal tell us that it was 210 years.
Right.
But Rashi is proving, just saying that the reason why the Torah mentions these three, each one's how long they lived, is to indicate to us that it must be that the 400 years which were told to Avraham Avinu at the covenant between the pieces, the Bris Ben Absarim, those 400 years in exile were not all in Egypt. It started from the birth of Yitzchak.
Oh.
So also the years they were in Canaan then, and afterwards Yaakov went to the house of Lavan, Only those years he was there, the 20 years he was there, and he came back, and everything from the birth of Yitzchak till they left Mitzrayim, that was the calculation of the 400 years. But it could not have been the 400 years. 400 years could not have been all in Egypt, because if you take 137 plus 133, and Kahas was one of the people who went down to Egypt, so he was alive then. So Kahas is 133, and Amram is 137. Together makes 270. Plus, Moshe was 80 years old when they left Egypt. That's makes 350. So we're still 50 years short at least. And obviously, Kahas did not father Amram when he was on the last day of his life. So we say Amram was not born on the last day of his life. And similarly, Moshe wasn't born on the last day of Amram's life. So there was as many years overlapping between one and the other. By the way, this was actually, we got cut off yesterday. In the last week's Parsha, it says that Kosh Baruch Hu appeared to Moshe Rabbeinu at the burning bush. And it says, Kosh Baruch Hu revealed himself to Moshe, and he said to him, "Vayomer Anochi Elokei Avicha, I am the God of your father." And if you remember, in Parshas Vayetze, Rashi mentioned over there that Kosh Baruch Hu spoke, when the Kosh Baruch Hu spoke to Yaakov, and he said, "I'm the God of your father Yitzchak," even though Yitzchak was still alive, nevertheless he called him the God of Yitzchak, even though Kosh Baruch Hu normally does not call himself the God of Pliny, God of so-and-so, if that person is still alive. So one of the Mefarshim says, I don't remember who, says that when Kosh Baruch Hu revealed himself to Moshe, and he said, "I'm the God of your father," he was thereby indicating to him that his father had died. Because Moshe Rabbeinu didn't know that his father had died, because he was out there in Midian. So thereby, Kosh Baruch Hu, in a, what should you say, shall we say, in a hinting manner, in a gentle manner, Kosh Baruch Hu told him that his father was no longer alive. So obviously that Amram died well into Moshe's life. At this point, when Kosh Baruch Hu spoke to Moshe, Moshe was 79 years old. It was a year before they left Egypt. So, so therefore, that's why just saying Derech Agav. So there was a plenty of overlap between one and the other. Okay, let's continue. Meir, Pasuk 20. Actually, Pasuk 19.
19. Okay, it says, Uvenei Merari Machli Umushi Ele Mishpachot Halevi Litoldotam. Okay, so the sons of Merari are Mali and
Machli.
Machli. Oh, it's a chet. Yeah, Machli. Okay. And they were the family of the Levites.
These were the families of Levi according to their order of birth.
According to their order of birth. Okay, so 19.
No Rashi on that.
No Rashi. Okay, so Kaf. Vayikach Amram et Yocheved Dodato lo leisha v'teled lo et Aharon v'et Moshe u'shnei Chayei Amram Sheva u'shloshim u'ma'at shana. Okay, so Amram took Yocheved, his aunt, for himself. Wow. Okay. As a wife. And she bore Aharon and Moshe. And the years of Amram's life was
Well,
137 years. Okay, Kaf. Yocheved Dodato. Yocheved, his aunt. Achat Vuhi.
Rashi is explaining the word doidosoi. What does the word doidosoi mean?
Oh,
So Rashi
okay.
is not assuming that you know it. And Rashi explains the word doidoso means achas. He's paraphrasing the Targum.
Oh,
Achas avui, the sister of his father.
uh-huh. Okay. The sister of his father. Bat Levi, Achot Kehat. She was the daughter of Levi, the sister of Kohat.
Okay.
Kohat. Mhm.
That's why the apostle calls her doidoso, means that she was his aunt.
Uh-huh.
It's interesting that why the term doid and for an uncle and doida is used and for an aunt is used. I mean, in Shir Hashirim, we use the term the whole time. Doidi, doidosi is referred to my beloved.
Right.
And I remember seeing one of the Mefarshim that kids have a liking to the brothers and sisters of their parents. You know, they come play with them, they bring them treats or whatever. So the children have a special affinity to the brothers and sisters of their parents. So therefore, that's why it's called a dod or doda.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beloved. They like them.
Hmm.
Okay.
Very interesting. Hmm.
Okay, let's continue. Lou, also, it's actually a little bit of reading here, just names. Pasuk Chof Aleph.
Uvenei Yitzhar, Korach, Vanefeg, Zichri. And the sons of Yitzhar, Korach, Nepheg, and Yichri.
Zichri.
Zichri. No Rashi. Uvenei Uziel, Mi Shael, Ve'el Tafan, Vesisri. And the sons of Uziel, Mishael, Elzaphan, and Sithri.
Sisri.
Sithri. Sithri.
Okay, the English transliterates the tough sound as a th.
Right.
In fact, the Teimanim pronounce the tough as th. Sithri.
Not as an S, but as a TH.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
On 20.
No Rashi on that either. No.
Vayikach Aharon es Elisheva bas Aminadav achos Nachshon lo leisha vateled lo es Nadav the es Avihu es Elazar the es Isamar. And Aaron took Elisheva, daughter of Aminadav, sister of Nachshon, as a wife, and she bore him Nadav and Abihu and Elazar and Ithamar. Rashi says, Achos Nachshon, Mikan La Madnu. From here we learn Ha no say Isha Tarich Live Code.
Live dog. Live dog.
Leave Dok Ba'acheha. One who marries a woman must investigate her brothers.
Meaning, how are you going to find out the character of the girl? What kind of character is? What kind of education she's had? So generally, her brothers are a good indicator.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we'll stop here. Okay.
Have a
By
good
the way, it's that
have a good Shabbos.
you too.
Have a
Yeah.
good
Fine.
Shabbos.
Very
Rabbi.
good. Have a good Shabbos. Be well.
See you, Meir.
Okay, take care, Lou.
See you tomorrow, Mitzvah Hashem.
Okay.
Or I guess later. No, not later today. This is it for today.